Hello everyone. Readings for November. It's Halloween night here. Here where I live, it's traditionally called Jadde, which means old people. It's an old Polish word. Old people, not necessarily dead. So this time, this very special time of the year, is connected with wisdom of old people. And moreover, the wisdom of the dead. And that's why this month I wanted to use this deck, Santa Muerte Tarot deck, which is very much containing death, as you can see. The skull, beautifully painted. But what you can read here is Memento Vivere, which means remember about life. And what I think is that what makes life really meaningful is death. It's not the end of life, as it is very wisely mentioned here. Death isn't the opposite of life. If there is anything opposite to death, it's birth, not life. So death as a part of life, as a very valuable particle that makes life really what it is, really worth living. And I waited for this deck to come, and it came. It has come today to my house, so I'm gonna use it. I think I'm gonna make a review of this in English, but not today. I want to make readings, and I also want to mention that the full moon in Taurus is coming in a few days. I think it's Saturday morning here where I live in Europe. So in a few days. And this moon is all about abundance. It's all about wealth. It's all about how much we can receive from life. I don't want to say take, but receive. How open we are to receive, and how safe we are with it. And that's why these readings are somehow profiled into this direction. How to make the best of life. How to receive as much as we can, nurturing ourselves during this time. Okay, so let's start our readings. See you in your sign. Hello Aries, a reading for you for November 2017. The cards are already shuffled. I just want to cut them, so please guide me for Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. What's your energy? It's Four of Cups. What's your challenge? Which can also be a chance. The Eight of Wands. The Ace of Wands. What is unexpected? The Magician. What's the outcome or an advice, a vista for you? The Five of Wands. It's like an insight, I feel. And what's the advice from the dead? The Nine of Swords. Aries, what's going on? what's going on. The background energy, the external influence is the Empress, which is the source of beauty and fertility and creativity. So you may have a very creative and fruitful time, or there's someone around you who just nurtures you like the Empress can. She's very earthy, very connected to everything material, but also working for beauty and abundance. So this is at your disposal in your environment. But you, my dear Aries, you seem to be already bored with whatever you're doing. The Four of Cups, stagnation. The centipede here is so malicious. One of the most malicious symbols I ever encountered. Yeah, something was nice, something was giving you joy, but now it wore out. It's no longer like this. You're bored. You feel, I think, trapped in this. Like you need this constant change. That's the challenge. The passion, one of fire, Ace of Wands. How to remain passionate. And again, centipede here. That's interesting. Why there's centipede in here? I want to check this. The Ace of Wands. That's very sexual card, very creative card, but also the new beginning. And you're a cardinal sign, the beginners, and you begin the zodiac, Aries. So you're good at starting things. I want to say starting fire, but how about keeping it burning? It's like, one more time, you want to start anew. But let's look. The creative stimulus of the Ace, united with the Suit of Wands, brings a powerful and energetic contribution to at all levels and in all areas. This card represents a new beginning, fertility, a birth, vitality, and aptitude towards leadership. This is a favorable time to start something new, above all in the professional field. However, if errors have been made or incorrect evaluations or abuses of power, then we will be obliged to pay the consequences, even particularly severe ones. So, what I feel here is that you may struggle with new beginning, with creating a passion for something. What I also feel, but it's only for some of you, you may have problems with conceiving. Perhaps you want to conceive a baby, but there's something wrong. There is fertility possible, but there's stagnation in your waters, and the struggle is to conceive. And then the Magician appears. The Magician. So for some of you, this may be someone who creates their will, no matter what. They have all the tools to make it. And this may be a wonderful resolution of your situation. But somehow, I have this feeling this is fake. This is a fake promise. It's like a charlatan who tells you they can help you, but in reality they can't. They just proceed with their interest. They don't address your issue. They make it for their own good. I don't know why do I feel this, but that's what I feel. Perhaps because of the outcome, perhaps because of the advice from the dead. The Five of Wands as the outcome, or no, I don't see it as the outcome. I see it as an insight. That's you. Look at you. Look at you, Aries. Always ready to set something on fire. What about keeping it is what I said at the very beginning. That's the primal feeling I had. The first feeling I had when I looked at these cards. Yeah. You can start a fire. But to nurture it, how to do it? How to be more of the Empress than of Four of Cups? And I feel the Magician won't make a trick here. This is surprising, but it's not yours. It's like somebody is doing something against your will because of their will. It's contradictory to your purposes. That's how I feel it. That's how I read it. That's what makes sense in my head and in my heart. So be careful with it. This is food for thought for you again. I think this is it's the same lesson again. You already know this. You already know this issue. With you having many different things you want to do in your life, not finishing them. Beginning anew. Being bored with something that is not quick enough. Not effective enough. Nine of Swords as the advice from the dead. I want to read it for you. That's a tough advice, I feel. Let's look. Act with strength and prudence, ensuring your ideas are well focused and directing all your strength on these. They also say, with the Nine of Swords, we have the preconditions for a possible crisis due to a period of enclosure and isolation. A seclusion well utilized, however, will enable new wisdom, new light, and new nourishment, which will enable the rebirth of your conscience and sustain our will, as well as limiting injuries, waste, ambiguity, and dividends. Look at this. So, Nine of Swords, not as bad. It's a stressful card, but this has this potential to make things straight for you. So use this time of perhaps being alone, perhaps being secluded, or isolating you from the others, to make this insight about yourself. Not to be lured again by the beauty of the new beginning. Because beginnings are only beginnings. There is more to do than to start. You can also finish, and you need to finish some things. Okay, that's what I feel for you, Aries. I hope you have a beautiful and fruitful month. I wish you this. And see you next month. Bye-bye.